You can't find a bigger bargain than the singing voice of my next guest. Please welcome Miss Kay Starr.
Else that I would rather be. Yes, I swear to God, you make me see, so I believe in me. Well, you can touch my cup, oh, it's running over with joy from your love, heaven sent. You say, touch me again, and I'm king of all men, and I'm reigning from above. I swear to God, you're in command of me and all I am. I swear to God, you're who I want in paradise, right with me. Oh, no one can get me like you can, but don't you forget that I'm human. I swear to God, I'm glad he's given me you. I dedicate my life to loving you. I swear to God, I cross my heart in hopes to die. Yes, I do. Just call me a one-woman lover. I can't even think of another. I swear to God, I'm glad I'm living. I swear to God, look what he's given me. I swear to God, I'm glad he's given me you. Oh, yes, I swear to God, look what he's given me. Not for the world to see, but just for me. I'm glad he's given me you. Oh, I'm glad it's you.
Yeah, Bob?
Oh, girls.
Oh, yeah. Love it. How
have you been?
Oh, just fine. You and we were just talking about Vegas and Tahoe. I think about that. I think about you. We're talking about his working there with Liberace, trying to find a way to make the time.
Is that Liberace's tailor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. Beautiful.
Yeah. But we were just, you play Vegas, don't you?
No, I've never played Vegas. I do Tahoe and I'm
Reno.
going to Reno, but I
Well,
haven't
it's
gone to
the
Vegas
same
yet.
sort of thing.
Merle Haggard has never played Las Vegas, and I never believed that.
Yeah.
I thought that you had played Reno.
Yeah.
We'll be
to
playing
now.
Reno, and I have played Tahoe, and I'll be playing there. I'll be there Christmas, as a matter of fact.
Will you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you do between shows or after the show to fill your time? Because he can't go into the casino, nor can he go to the bar.
Well, I did try to gamble once. I really thought that if you were a headliner, that you were supposed to gamble. And
well, you read about somebody else.
well, I don't know. It just sort of occurred to me. So when I first started in Las Vegas, I started watching the crap tables. And they kept moving the money so much, and if they would give you, like your own color chips, like if mine were lavender and yours were black and yours were green, I could tell where I was, but other than that, I can't do it. If it's a $5 chip, they all go out and see. So I was playing it. I figured, well, I'm going to have to do it sometime or another. And so I stood behind this guy that was doing this a lot. So I thought, well, I'll watch him so I won't look so ignorant, you know. So I get up there finally, and this place opens, and I put you could have $1,000 and it wouldn't be but this big.
Oh,
so
it looks like money.
It really does,
yeah.
and don't let it fool you, because it's not. They want the cash to back it up. So I put it there, and I kept playing with this man, and we kept doing this a lot.
Oh,
But when the croupiers would say to me, "Do you want to leave it there?" and I'd say, "What? Leave what? Where? Where is it?" Well, this went on. It was just wild until finally, the pit boss came over, and he picked up all my money just like this and walked away with it. And I said,
where are you going? That's my money, you know. And then it occurred to me, maybe I wasn't playing enough. And I said, wait a minute, I was playing as much as he was playing. He was playing $5 chips and so was I. And he kept saying, come on, kid. And he just kept walking. And I thought, oh, they're going to think I'm playing with counterfeit chips. Anything, everything entered my mind. So finally I kept walking after him and saying, why are you doing this to me? And finally he sat me down. He said, sit down, I want to tell you something. He says, do you know how many bells I got on you? And I said, what do you mean bells? It seems underneath, when there's a troublemaker there, they ring this bell. And he'd gotten 4 on me. 4 bells, and...
what kind of troublemaker?
Yes.
Well, I wasn't a troublemaker, but I didn't know what I was doing. And you know, the croupiers didn't want me to lose my money, and I was holding up the game because I didn't know whether I wanted to leave it on or take it off or double up or back up. It's like driving a semi-truck.
So pretty basic.
Yeah, it's real nice.
Kay and I were just having fascinating, we were reminiscing here, and one of the things that I was never allowed to do, that she really got to do, that I was always envious, she got to sing with a band, and one of the ways that I got to New York, my father made me promise that I would never sing with those lecherous musicians or go on the road with a band. I missed a lot of my education. But Kay was saying they were very protective. You were with Joe Benuti's
And you
band.
won't believe the ones that were most protective was the Charlie Barnett Band.
Really?
Really. They used to call me Mamo, and when during the war, when it was difficult to get things cleaned and washed and ironed quickly, if you get, you know, downwind of them, so I would say, listen, why don't you bring that shirt? I'll come in an hour ahead of time into the Strand or whatever theater we were playing, and I'd get rub it and clean it, and I would iron it, the cuffs and the shirt up to here, so that when they went like this with their horn or their saxophone, whatever, that you could see this much was pressed, and I did this, and all down the front, and the rest of it was not pressed. And they'd bring me their money. They said, we're going to go and drink tonight. You want to hold the loot? And I'm telling you, some nights I'd be so scared, I'd be holding almost everybody's salary.
Sure.
And you don't get to go out much that way.
But Kay, how did your folks happen to let you go to sing with a band?
Well, I started singing hillbilly music, and somehow or other, being an Okie, they more or less thought, well, you know, that's not really. And to this day, you know, my relatives cannot understand why in the world I get paid for doing what they do on the front porch every day for nothing. And they didn't really think about it that way, because I was not getting paid. I was just singing.
Yeah.
But the first time I got paid, my father took a different view. It was like, you know, white slavery or something. They thought they bought my body.
Yeah, that's right. Well, now that's not true.
It's not true,
No,
but I say
certainly, but, yeah.
because money was involved.
That's right.
He felt like, well, no, this is a different story, you know.
Sure.
Because it was like they had charge of me instead of him having charge of me.
That's
But
right.
it wasn't that way. My father says, you get off the bandstand at 12 o'clock if you're in the middle of a word.
Yeah. You come
And I
straight
came
on.
off.
That's funny.
You had to go do the ironing.
Yeah. This is way before.
Kay, have you noticed many changes in the music business in recent years?
Oh, yes, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's the music today is thinking music. When I first started out, hillbilly music, of course, is kind of like with complete abandon, right, Jim? You never know something is hard until they tell you it's hard. I used to know how to yodel till they told me it was hard. Now you can't, everything dries up in there. But the music today, instead of being like 16 bars and 8-bar bridge and then 8 bars and then out, you know, you could be asleep and do that.
It's
Just pat your
complex.
foot. But today, just when you think you're going to really got it going, it goes off in this direction.
Yeah, which is really nice.
It's very nice. It makes you aware of what you're doing, where the other way you can see somebody, you know,
Yeah.
beat you off and you can go.
Yeah, and also the lyrics are a little more graphic and expressive than they used to
Right.
be. They're taking
There's
up
a
stuff.
lot of variety in music these days. That's what I like, you know.
Yes.
And, you know, one week you'll hear Deliverance, the next week Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, and you know, the fact that they accept my stuff, I'm thrilled about. You know,
Yeah.
songs like My Girl, whatever. You know, so it seems like there's a tremendous variety
Yeah,
of
it's
music that's accepted today. Now, if
You notice how
it's like if it's
melded
good, it's
together
okay.
some way. Now, who would think that with hard rock, that all of a sudden somebody come out imitating the Andrews Sisters, Smacko, just like that,
Right.
Yeah.
and they love it.
Yeah,
Bette
but-
Midler just really carried on with it.
I think the thing is that they're wide open to any kind of sound today,
And isn't that
they
a joy?
accept what's good, no matter what. I rather like that. There was a period there when you couldn't hear anything but heavy, hard rock. What kind of music do you like to listen to best?
All kinds, really.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You wide
I
open to that,
prefer,
too?
though, the Dixieland music because
Do you?
It's
I have,
happy, isn't it?
Yeah, I have an unusual hobby. I collect
78 records.
Oh, you're not big enough to carry them around.
I have 8 wind-up victrolas.
You have?
Yes.
With the horns?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
I even have a couple of your records. No, but I have everything that Spike Jones ever recorded. I'm a great fan of his.
Oh, yeah.
Owls
One of the all-time great burpers. Spike Jones.
Spike Jones.
He was a gas.
We have a mutual friend. I was telling him earlier when they told me that you had been on the bill with Roy Clark.
Oh, yes.
Roy and I worked together at Reno and Tahoe, which we mentioned a few minutes ago, up at Harris, and we gained 15 pounds each. Well, we like to eat, and after the second show, there was a place behind the bus station where they had soul food, and we went out every night, and we'd have mashed potatoes and fried chicken, all kinds of things like that. Did you have that experience with Roy?
No, but in the 3 weeks I was with him, I don't remember ever going to bed.
Really? He likes to stay up late?
And he wants company.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they had the 2 dressing rooms, and the new one is the one he took, and it had the flowers growing and everything, but the air conditioning broke down. So all the time that we were there, and I would go on first, he would come in my dressing room and dress, because he was very heavy, and he was, imbibing then, and he would perspire, and it was just like a river, Crimea River. That's all. But it's funny about Roy and me. For years and years, I used to always use him as we call it. It may not sound very kind, but it's the warm-up, the first person that comes on the show. And this was way before Hee Haw and everything else that he did. And I used him for maybe 5 years. And I just loved him. And he did just as much as he's doing right now, only nobody knew it.
Because he was so great, always.
Then when he got to be big, and he was going to go into Harris and Reno, he wanted to ask me to go in with him, and he didn't know how to go about it, So somebody said, "Oh, Roy's dying to have you." So I called him up and I said, "Say, listen, is there a spot open, to open the show on your show?
Oh, that's
I want to
nice
go back
of you.
with you. If you're going to sing someplace, I want to be there to hear it."
Because he is really a sweet man to work with. He never
really
changes. Yeah, we have another mutual friend, Jim Neighbors.
Right.
You worked on the bill with Jim, too.
Yes, I took Jim to Las Vegas the first time he worked there.
Oh, really?
Right,
Well, now, he really has blossomed. He's got an incredible act now. Dancers. Singers. All that.
He's got the works.
Yeah.
But he deserves it. But the thing that's amazing is that Jim can kick higher than a showgirl.
No kidding.
And it's not just because his legs are long. He just can kick higher.
He's a frustrated football player. He never misses a football game.
I know a couple of teams that could use him.
Yeah, right now. I know it. Listen, you suggested a standard, beautiful song.
Are we going to do it?
Yeah. It doesn't necessarily reflect the way you feel, does it?
Oh, if it's the one I'm thinking about, it's probably a thing that everybody has said to somebody they really care about at some time or another. Let's just hope they woke up in time to take it back.
That's right. Because they didn't necessarily mean it was true. The song is "I'm Through with
It
Love."
hardly ever is true.
That's right.
I'm through with love. I'll never fall again. I said it due to love. Don't ever call again, for I must have you or no one. That's why I'm through with love.
I lock my heart. I'll keep my feelings there. I've stocked my heart with icy Frigidaire, and I mean to care for no one, because I'm through with love. Why did you leave me to think you could care? You didn't need me, for you had your share of slaves around you to hound you and swear with deep emotion, devotion to you.
Goodbye to spring, all it meant to me.
It can never bring the thing that used to be, for I must have you or no one.
Yes, you see, I'm through with goodbye to spring, all it meant to me.
It can never bring the thing that used to be, for I must have you. I know I want you, and so I